All right, you guys, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour, we're going to be practicing our speaking while we talk about some annoying things in our lives. The sheet that I am working off of today is here in the Verbling chat box. I'm also going to put it in the Google chat box. You can find this as well in the class materials section down below. But I will be sharing the questions on the screen so you can see exactly which question is next and prepare your answers and things like that. Okay, so I just have a big list of questions that we'll be going through, and the idea here is just to practice talking as much as you can. About just different random topics and things like that that may or may not annoy you. Okay, very good. So let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Natasha. How are you?
Hello, it's good to see you. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. How about Elle? Hi there, Elle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Nice to see you again.
Yep, me too.
All right. How about Bruno? Hi, Bruno. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. And Bruno, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
From Brazil. Okay. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Good to have you here. Anastasia, hi. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks.
All right. Amparo, welcome to class. How you doing today?
Hi, teacher. Good morning. Yeah, just starting the day.
What was that?
Just starting the day.
Okay. Looks like you have a friend there with you.
No, it's not my dog. Who is? I think it's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
have.
Bruno,
pet.
you. Okay, Bruno, you have a dog there with you? Okay. All right. Well, good to have you here, Amparo. Let's see here. Christy. Hi, Christy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Good to have you here.
Good to see you.
All right. Very nice. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to be placing comments in the Verbling chat box. Okay, here. So as we go through class, we'll have I'll be taking notes with regards to the things you say, and after you finish, then I will I'll post some corrections or whatnot here in the chat box so that you guys can see them and copy and paste them if you want. Okay. All right. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get rolling. So today we're going to be talking about annoying things. Okay. And this is our list of questions that we have. All right, and we have a lot of different questions, and so what I'll do, I probably won't do, I may do two people per question, something like that, so you can take a look at the questions that are coming up. Start preparing your answer. Okay, now if you guys, if you don't have an answer for one, don't worry about it. You can say, hey, can I have another question? You can even ask for another one if you have a better situation that you would like to talk about. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, it doesn't matter. So if there's another question that you would like to answer, or if you don't like the question that I ask you or whatnot, that's fine. You can always tell me because this is your time to practice. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, or it doesn't matter to me which question you do. Okay. All right. So let's start off. Let's start off here with Natasha. Okay, Natasha. First question for you. What annoys you or bothers you? Okay. What annoys you about living where you live now?
Okay, I am living in suburb of Minsk. It's a really big city, and living in a suburb, we have a lot of advantages, but disadvantages as well. So I exactly would like to say that we have problems with public transport, and there are we haven't something entertainment in our countryside as well.
Okay. Did you say that there are advertisements in
No,
your
no, no, no,
country?
no, no. It's my fault. It's my. I was wrong. It's entertainment. Entertainment.
Okay, entertainment. Okay, so
Yeah, yeah,
what's
entertainment.
wrong? Can you tell me what you don't like about the public transportation? So you told me that you
Yes,
don't, it annoys you, but what's wrong with it?
because we have really not very much route from our village to country, so we haven't always know about timetable, and we have to go exactly to this time if we want to go somewhere. So I mean that only having our own transport, such as a car or motorbike, for example, we can don't depends on this situation.
Okay, very good. One second. Okay, let's take a look here.
Okay.
All right, and you said so. The first one here is the pronunciation of the word suburb. Okay,
Mhm.
so instead of putting the stress at the end, saying suburb, okay, the stress goes at the very beginning of the word. Okay, so it's
Okay.
suburb, like so.
Suburb. Mhm. I see.
Okay. All right, next one here, you
Mhm.
said because we have really not much route. Okay. All right,
Mhm.
so um, uh, first off, okay, when we're making a verb into the negative, okay, and it's not the verb to be, we have to use does or don't or didn't if it's in past.
Mhm.
Okay, but in this
Okay.
situation, okay, it's in present tense, and so we need to say we don't now. With really, it goes right after the negative. So instead of saying because we have really not, okay, it goes like this.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because we don't really have. Because we don't really have, and then we're going to say many routes or
Mhm.
routes. Okay, so
Okay.
that's the order of the words that you want to use. Okay, because we don't really have. Okay.
Mhm.
Next one here. You said we have to go exactly to this time. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Instead of saying we have to go exactly, okay, we have to be there. We have to be there exactly, and then we say at. When we're talking about time, the preposition we use is
Mhm.
at. Okay. So
Okay.
we have to be there exactly at this time. Okay. And
Okay.
your last one, you said we don't depend on this situation. Okay, so
Mhm.
here we don't need can. Okay, the modal can is not
Couldn't.
necessary. So you could say
Uh-huh.
we don't, or I'm sorry, don't is not necessary, and so we're going to say we can't. Yeah,
We
so we
couldn't.
can't depend on we can't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, because we're talking about a generalization. You're talking about general facts or something
Mhm.
that's typical about the transportation there. So we can't depend on this situation is going to be best.
Okay. I see. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Mhm.
like so. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Let's go to Christy and. First up, Bruno, I'm going to mute you, buddy. There's a lot of noise coming from your background. Okay. Okay, Christy.
Okay.
How about you? What annoys you about where you're living now?
Oh well. I think it's the weather. It's the most annoying thing in area where I live, because I live in Siberia, and in winters there could be about minus 40 degrees, and it's really annoying because you even can't go away to a shop to buy some food for yourself. And yes, I wish I lived somewhere warmer.
Okay. And but is the weather that cold all year round?
Do you mean every month of year? Or
Yeah, year round. Is it that cold? So, for example, right now in Siberia, is the weather fairly warm?
right now it's okay. It's raining, but it's about 20 degrees and it's okay. Plus
Okay,
20.
but when it's in the winter time, whew, it gets really cold, right?
Yes, absolutely. Freezing.
So what can you do? Can you do anything? Do you have to stay indoors because it's so cold, or what do you do?
Usually I don't go anywhere and stay under the blanket. But I think the only thing I can do is move somewhere.
Okay. Okay, 1 second here.
Hmm?
Okay, 1 second.
Sorry.
I'm just making a
okay.
note. Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay. All right. Very good. So let's take a look. You did quite well, Christy. You
Thanks.
did quite well, and this is why I was asking you some more questions so that I could get you to speak a little bit more, right? So I could hear what you were saying. Okay. So here you said in winters there could be about negative 40 degrees or negative 40 Celsius, right? Okay. First up, we want to say in the winter. Okay, when we're talking about the seasons, we need to add the word or the article the. Okay, so that's our first thing, in the winter. Okay, now the other part here is that we're talking about a general fact, okay, or a generalization or a fact about the winter time in Siberia, and so you don't necessarily need to say could. Okay, you could say it can reach or it could reach, okay, a certain temperature, but it's not necessary because we're talking about something that is typical or usual there in the wintertime. So you use present simple tense.
So it
reaches. So in this situation, you say in the winter, it is about. It is about. Instead of there could be about, we say it is. Okay, you could say it is about negative 40, okay, or you could say it reaches, okay, so when we're talking about temperature, we use the verb reaches sometimes, and so we say it reaches about negative 40, like so, and that would be okay. So you don't need to use could, okay?
Okay.
Next one here, I stay under the blanket. Okay, so there's two things that we could do here. Okay, first up, if you say the blanket, that means that there's only one blanket in all of Siberia, and that's the one that you chose to stay under. Okay, so you can pluralize it, and you could say the blankets, or you can personalize it and use a possessive pronoun and say my blanket or my blankets instead of saying the.
Okay.
Okay, and that'll make just a little bit more sense. So I stay under my blankets. The only thing I can do is stay there. Okay. Last one here. The only thing I can do is move somewhere. Now, this is really close. The only thing that I want to add is the word else there at the very end. The only thing that I can do, or the only thing I can do, is move somewhere else. Okay, and we throw that on the end of that phrase all the time. Okay?
Okay.
All right, nice job, Christy. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to L. Okay.
Okay.
All right, L. L. Do you work right now, or are you going to school?
No, I'm not. I'm stay home. I'm doing nothing. I'm housewife.
Okay. Do you have a car? Do you travel much in
Yeah,
your car?
I have my own car.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, let's do this one then. Okay. So, Elle, what annoys you about driving a car?
Okay. Um, my what annoys me about driving a car, 2 months ago I have bad experience. I have bad accidents on the highway because of one of the truck that hold the tires and the tires, one tire from the truck dropped on the road and roll into my car, and then I try to slow down the speed, and suddenly the car from the back hit me at the back so loud, and then I try to pull over on the shoulder, and I call 911. Then maybe 10 minutes later, the police didn't come yet, but 10 minutes later, another car hit me again on the shoulder. This one is 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 harder than the first one, and my husband just shocked because something just scary. Yes, here is my experience driving a car, and right now I'm just, when I drive on the highway, when I see the truck with the tires, I just scared.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Very good. And then that's a scary experience.
Yeah, it's just I right
Yeah,
now I'm still
that's a really freaky experience. No fun.
I right now I'm still, when I want to drive, it's just hard for me to drive right now because it's still haunting in my mind.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. Being in an accident is not fun whatsoever.
No,
Wow.
not at all.
Especially when the police officers don't come fast enough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
luckily I
Well,
don't get
let's look.
ticket.
Yeah, I know. Let's look at some things that you said here, okay? So first off, when you started your answer, you said, what annoys me about driving a car is 1 month ago. Okay, so the proper way to answer this question or to start this question off is we say the thing. The thing that annoys me,
Okay.
okay, the thing that annoys me about driving a car is, okay? So instead of saying what, we started off by saying the thing that annoys me, and then the rest of it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Or you, instead of saying the thing, you can say one thing. Okay, one thing or the thing, and then afterwards you say is, and then you proceed to tell me. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Now, one thing that I wanted to understand here, you said one tire dropped to the road. Now, was this tire from your car,
No,
or was the tire already in the middle of the road?
the tire from the truck in front of my car. The truck, they hold
Oh,
HUL. They, what did you call it? A HAUL, haul the tire.
okay. So he was hauling. He had
Yeah.
the tires in his truck,
Yeah,
in the
right.
back of his truck, and a tire fell out.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So the way that we say that is the truck in front of me was hauling tires, and one of them fell out and hit my car.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't quite understand that,
Oh, yes.
and so I didn't know. I thought the tire fell off of your vehicle instead of it being a vehicle in front of you.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. The next one here, you said the car in the back hit me at the back too loud. All right. So, a couple things. Okay, are prepositions. The car, okay, behind me.
Oh, behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so we'll say the car behind me. Okay, now why do we say the car here? If we're mentioning it for the first time, there's only going to be one car directly behind you. And so
Oh,
that's, we can say the, and that's okay. You said it right, but I'm explaining it to the rest of the class here.
okay.
You can say a car, and that could be a random car. So in this situation, you guys, you could say a car or the car. Either one is okay, right?
Okay.
So the car behind me hit me in the back. Okay, and then instead of saying loud,
Uh-huh.
okay, we're going to say very hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Very hard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next one here. Okay, another car hit me on the shoulder. Okay. So if you, I know what you're referring to. Okay, I know what you're referring to, but some of the people in class do not. Okay, and so if you say shoulder, they might be thinking that guy right there.
Okay.
Okay, I know what you're referring to because you're in the United States, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in order to clarify that, okay, and typically what we say this as well. You have to say on the shoulder of the road.
Oh, okay.
You have to clarify it because if you say another car hit me in the shoulder, people go,
Oh,
"Whoa,
yeah.
are you okay? Is your shoulder all right?"
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what the people think. Okay, so you have to clarify it. Okay, so you guys, we have the road, and then on the side of the roads, okay, in the United States, those are called the shoulders. Okay, and so she didn't mean that a car hit her in the shoulder, right? She was on the shoulder of the road, and the car hit her there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you just need to say on the shoulder, and then we add the prepositional phrase of the road.
The shoulder of the road.
Okay, on the shoulder of the road. That way, it's clear. Everyone knows what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Your last one here. When I see the tires, I just scared. Okay. Okay. When I see the tires, you could say I still get scared.
Okay.
Okay, or I just get or I just feel scared. So you have to have something before scared.
When
Okay, so you could say,
tired.
yeah, Anastasia thought it was your body. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she thought it was your body, so that's why you need to say on the shoulder of the road. Okay, so here you need to say, I just get scared, or I still get scared, or I just feel scared, something like that. So you have to have a verb right before scared. You have to have something there because scared is not actually the verb.
Yeah.
Scared is your adjective. It's describing your feeling. And so you have to have a verb in there someplace. Okay?
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. All right. Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef.
All right. Let's go to Bruno. Hey, Bruno, how are you? You need to unmute your microphone. There we go. Yeah, I muted you, Bruno, because you had a dog behind you, then you were talking, and there was a lot of noise coming from behind you. Bruno?
Please. I'm trying to... Hello, do you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now. Everything's good. Now I can't hear you because you muted yourself.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so Bruno, are you working or do you go to school?
I'm working. I work.
Bruno. Okay, you work?
Yes, I work.
Okay, very good. How do you get to work? Do you take the train? Do you take the bus? Do you drive your car? Do you walk? Do you take a motorcycle?
Yeah. Usually I go to train. Usually.
Okay, so you take the train.
Yeah, I take the train.
All right, so let's do this question for you then. Okay, so Bruno, what annoys you about taking trains to work?
What annoys me is that the time I take the train is very there are many people. It's very hard. You enter in the train. It's difficult because there are too much people. It's a crowd. So I have to wait sometimes three trains for I uh, getting the train. So it annoys me a lot. Um, other 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 things I don't like in the train is that uh, in Rio de Janeiro the quality of public transportation isn't good. So sometimes the train stopping because the traffic isn't good. Sometimes the train broke and you have to get out the train and wait another, which is almost impossible because that is very difficult. But this is what annoys me in train. But in spite of that, is one of the say is a is better using train than bus or car because the traffic in Rio de Janeiro is uh, very difficult, very hard.
Okay. All right. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right. Okay. All right. First one here. You said it's very hard that you enter the train. Okay. Instead of saying it's very hard that you enter, we say it's very hard to enter the train. So you don't need to say that you enter. It just needs to be in its infinitive form. Okay. So here it'd be very hard to enter the train. Okay. Next one, you said it's a crowd. Yes. Okay. There is a crowd there, but the word you want to say is it's crowded. Okay. So you're describing the situation there, and so you want to say it's crowded instead of it's a crowd. Okay. Now, if you want to say crowd, you would need to say there is a large crowd there. Okay. But saying it's okay would not work. You would need to say it's crowded. Okay. Next one, you said I have. Yes, it's crowded, exactly like that. Okay, with the ed ending. Okay. Next one here, I have to wait 3 train for get in the train. Okay. All right. So we need to add a little bit of information here. Okay. So here you started it off well. I have to wait, and then we're going to say for. Okay. So we use the preposition wait, or sorry, we use the preposition for after wait. We say I have to wait for 3 trains. Okay. Now we say in order to. Okay. In order to get on. And then we could say one of the trains or something like that. Okay. So have to wait for 3 trains, or you can say in order to, or to be able to. Okay. In order to get on a train or something like that. Okay. Or to be able to works just as well as in order to. Okay. Next one here. Other things I don't like on the train. Okay, instead of other things, because you only mentioned one. Okay, we're going to say another thing. Okay, another thing I don't like about the train. Okay, don't like about the train. And so instead of saying other things, if you say other things, you have to mention more than one. But if you just mention one, we say another thing. That means one more thing. Okay. 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 Last two. You said sometimes the trains stop. Okay. The train
Yeah.
is going to be third person, so we say stops.
Okay.
Okay, so you need that S on the end. Sometimes the train stops, okay, and sometimes the train, and here we're going to use third person again, okay, but we're going to also use a phrasal verb. This is breaks down. Sometimes the train breaks down, okay, breaks down, and then if you say and, I then have to start off with the subject again, and I have to wait for another one.
Okay.
Okay, so on that last part, it's very important that you follow the subject, verb, object, complement order, that formula. Okay, that'll help you get through a lot of these sentences. Okay. All right,
Okay.
nice job, Bruno. Thank you. Okay, Anastasia.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, Anastasia, what annoys you most about living at home with your family? Make sure that your family is not around, then you can answer the question.
Yeah, I know this one. Okay, actually, I was thinking about this question that I got this question. One thing that annoys me living with my family at home is just like share the kitchen with my mom, because like when we prepare food together and it's get really crazy in the kitchen. We have a lot of space in the kitchen, but still, when she's preparing, for example, main dish, and I'm maybe just preparing some salads, and like my mom she's multitasking woman. She's doing all the stuff, so she can move quickly, and sometimes I get scared, like I can get burned with their hot water, for example, if she if she has it in her hands, for example, like teapot. And so that's why I always have to find a good space to prepare the food, like the salads where I can cut them, like not to bother my mom. Or for example, maybe if I are just making something and she says like, well, you don't do it in the right way. I say, no, I do it in the right way because I found this in the internet, how to make it. And then she replied, no, you have the theory and I have the experience about this one. So that's why sometimes it annoys me when we just prepare food together. That is the main thing, yeah. Other stuff doesn't bother me. So that is the answer.
Okay. Good. Okay. All right. Very good. Let's take a look here. Now, at the very beginning, and I didn't write this one down because I was typing something else. So you started it off well, but you missed one word. Okay. So you said the thing or the one thing. Okay. You started out right. Okay, you said the thing that annoys me, and then you skipped over about.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we need that in there. Okay, so when we're answering the question, follow along with what this says in here. So the thing that annoys me about living at home. Okay, or you can add most in there. The thing that annoys me most about living at home with my family.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, that was the only word that you had left out when you were moving through that answer. Okay, so here, all right, you said, okay, it's just like share the kitchen with my mom. This is the second half, and this is why I didn't write down the first half. So you said the thing that annoys me about living at home with my family is just like share the kitchen with my mom. Okay, so here, like is being used as a linking word. Okay, so we're linking, and if you are linking, so it's something like that. Sometimes we use that the word that to link ideas. If you're doing that, you're basically starting over with another sentence. Okay, and so whatever follows after like, we're starting over with a new subject. That subject is now share. When share is the subject, it's a verb. What do we do? Okay, when we have a verb starting off a sentence.
To share. is to share. You mean like this, right?
Sharing.
Oh, sharing.
Sharing.
Oh,
Okay.
sharing.
Yeah. So you add the ing. Okay. So in this instance, we would say it's just like sharing the kitchen with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
because you're starting over. You're starting that sentence over again. So you're starting off with that new subject.
Okay.
And when we use a verb as the subject, it has to be in the ing form. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Next one here. You said, now you were using a lot of your articles. That was really good. We missed one here. When she is preparing the main dish.
The main dish. The main dish.
Okay.
Oh, can I say the main
dish.
course? The main course is the same.
You can say the main course.
Okay.
Yep. Or yeah, the main dish, the main course, the main plate works as well.
Okay.
Okay, that would be all right. Next one here. I can get burned with their hot water. Okay. Now I think this may have been a pronunciation issue. Did you mean to say with the hot water or with her hot water? Something like that?
I don't remember actually. I can get burned with the hot water, I guess. I mean, but I guess I say their hot water. I put this one, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. What I might say is when she's moving around and I'm moving and there's a lot of movement, it's easier. I would probably say it's easier for me to get burned by hot water or with hot water or something like that. It's easier for me. Okay.
It's easier for me to get burned with the hot water. Okay.
Yeah. Me to get burned. Okay. With the hot water.
With the hot water. Okay. Without article there, because it's place.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Another part here. You were looking for a place to do your part. You said the salads, where I can cut them. Okay. So you said when I'm looking for a place like for the salads, where I can cut them. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Number one, it's not going to be the salads. It's just going to be you could say the lettuce. Okay. But we want to start off with, so in this particular phrase, I might say, when I'm looking for a place to prepare food, for example, where I can cut the lettuce.
Lettuce. What is the lettuce?
Okay. So instead of starting off, lettuce is what salad is made of. It's the green stuff.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, lettuce, like so. Okay. So. Yeah, and so instead of starting off with the lettuce, where I can cut them, okay, put that into that question, where I can cut the lettuce. So I'm looking for a place where I can cut the lettuce, and we're not really asking a question here. This is a statement, okay? And so we don't need to flip the subject and the verb. So where I can cut
the lettuce.
Okay. Okay. Two more. Well, you don't do it in the right way. Okay. So your mom says, well, you don't do it in the right way. Okay.
Yeah.
Instead of in the right way, we're going to say you're not doing it correctly.
You don't do it correctly. Okay.
Yeah. So when you have that phrase in the right way, okay. In the right way or in the wrong way or any phrase where you're saying like that, you have to use an adverb. We use a lot more adverbs than most people. So here, well, you're not doing it correctly. Okay. And so here I would use reported speech because you're saying what she is saying. Yeah, what she's saying right to you. Okay. And the last one here, other stuff, other things don't bother me.
Okay. What's the problem with the word stuff? Because like stuff and things sometimes interchangeable. Yeah.
It's just the way we say it. We don't. There isn't a good reason for it. We don't say other stuff don't bother me. We say other things. Other things don't bother me.
Okay. Other things don't bother me. Okay. I will remember
this
one.
All right, good. Okay, nice job. Thank you. All right, let's see here. Amparo, same question for you. What annoys you most about living at home with your family?
Some things like, for example, when somebody just was in the bathroom and then they left the bathroom and they forget just to close the door, or when they left the towel messy, or don't close the lid of the toothpaste, or just push the toothpaste in any place of the tooth. Um, what else? When they go to the kitchen and there are the stools there, and they never put the stools back in the position that they were. Just they left the and opened it. Um, they are not close to the counter anymore, or they put a glass on the top of the counter, and they yeah, when they are supposed to clean it or wash it, or just put it back in the place that we had it, then yeah, there are some things that annoys me.
Wow. So, take note, everybody. You have to live clean, very cleanly, if you're living with Amparo. It's like you didn't put this in the right place, you didn't put that in the right place. Come on, people. Okay. All right. Good. Let's take a look here. Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay. So when you're describing something that is typical, okay, even though this may have been a specific situation in the past that has happened, okay, we're going to say it in present tense. Okay. So instead of saying when someone was just in the bathroom, okay, when somebody just leaves the bathroom and they do this, that, or the other. So keep it in present tense when you're talking about typical or normal things that are still occurring. Okay, so if this was something that stopped happening, okay, you could say, well, when I was living at home, some of the things that bothered me were when someone left. Okay, now we can use that in past tense because it's not happening anymore, and you're talking about generalizations or facts in the past. Okay, but you're still living at home, so you're going to keep this in present tense. Okay, so when someone is in the bathroom or leaves the bathroom and they do this. Okay. Okay. Next one here. When they left the towel, I think you said messy, not messing. Sorry. Okay. When they leave the towels. Okay. So I would pluralize it when they and we're going to keep it in present tense. Okay. So when they leave the towels. When they leave. Let's see here. You could say when they leave messy towels on the floor, or when the towels, yeah, so just a little bit more, we need just a little bit more information here. So when they leave, and you can put messy in front and say messy towels on the ground, or on the floor, sorry. Okay, that would be okay. Right?
How do you call the bar where you put the towels?
Towel rack.
Yeah, exactly. There.
Okay. All right. So when they put the towels back on the rack, it's all messy. It's all it's all disorganized, or it's in disorder. Okay, it's unorganized. Okay. Next one here. When put the toothpaste in any place. Okay. So you did very well at adding your subjects.
I want to say when they push.
Squeeze.
Yeah, squeeze.
What you want, squeeze. Okay, so when they squeeze the toothpaste out of the tube, okay. So yes, we're going to say we're going to use this as a phrasal verb. Okay, so when they squeeze the toothpaste toothpaste out of the tube, okay, and it goes everywhere. All right, so this is a very interesting way to say this. Okay. Okay, so a couple of things there. So first up, when you said this, you didn't add your subject. Okay. For the most part, you were, and that was really good. This was a time when you'd missed it. Okay. So when they squeeze the toothpaste out of the tube. Okay. So squeeze out. Okay, and that happens with any type of tube like that, where you have to, use your hands to push it out. It wouldn't work with like lotion, where you have the handle thing at the top that, that comes out. Okay, it kind of comes out of the bottle. Okay, this is squeezing. Okay, out of a tube. Okay, now when something is very messy, like if a bottle of soda tips over, okay, and it just kind of gets messy. We say it goes everywhere. Okay, so if I was telling a story and I was saying, yeah, I was walking down the hallway with a cup of coffee in my hand and whoosh, I tripped, okay, and it fell, my cup of coffee fell on the ground and coffee went everywhere. Okay, so we use the word everywhere to say, okay, that it just covered a lot of space. We say everywhere. Okay?
Yeah, but I was referring that they don't push. Generally, in my bathroom, I just squeeze the tube just in the bottom, but they just squeeze on the top and the middle and everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's just a little different. Okay. So here, okay. So they squeeze the toothpaste out.
Toothpaste everywhere in every part of the tube.
Yeah, in any part of the tube. So okay, so what I would start off with instead of squeezing the toothpaste from the bottom of the tube, they squeeze it from the top, okay, or anywhere they want to. Okay, so here, yeah, I would say anywhere they want to, okay, and I would start the sentence off with instead of squeezing it. Squeezing it from the bottom. Okay, they squeeze it from the top or anywhere they want to. Or from anywhere they want to. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a little bit better then. Okay. Okay. Last one here. You said just they left it. Okay. They just leave it. Okay. They just leave it. Okay. And so make sure that you're not starting your sentence off with just. You're putting it after the subject. They just leave it like so. Okay. All right. Nice job, Amparo. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Natasha.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Natasha?
Yeah?
Do you get annoyed when someone cuts in front of you when you're waiting in line?
Okay.
Or is this a typical thing that happens and you go, whatever, I can't do anything about it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Really, I can't say that it's my cup of tea because I suppose that I really peaceful person. But sometimes when I'm in the waiting list, for example, I really annoyed by people who are always stay around me and say loud about their problems, for example, especially about their private issues, or they argue with other person about about this waiting list, about services and other really unpleasant things. I suppose that we cannot to show our bad mood other person other people because we all have really a lot of our private maybe negative situations as well. So it's in public places we maybe might to have the opportunity to be peace and to be peaceful, I mean, and without something so disturbing things. Uh, so yes, maybe it's only that really disturb me and annoy me very well, very much. I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. All right, nice job. Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, so first up, you said I really peaceful person. So I need a verb here. I need a verb. What verb am I missing?
I don't know. I don't know. Help me.
When you're describing yourself or describing other people, we use the verb to be. And so we need to say, I am. I am a really peaceful person.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Same thing with the next one. I really annoyed by person. So we're going to say, I am. I am really annoyed. And then we're going to say, by people.
Yeah.
Okay? Instead of by person. So we're going to talk about people in general. Okay?
Okay.
So here, I am really annoyed by people that, and then we're going to say that are always around me, and they, say certain things. So instead of saying stay always around me, okay, we're going to say that are always around me. Okay, stay, you guys. Stay we use when we're in a place for a temporary period of time. Okay, like on vacation, like on vacation, or when we go to a hotel, or when you go to your grandmother's house for the weekend, or when you go with your friends to a restaurant for a couple of hours. You stay at the restaurant for a couple of hours. Okay.
Okay.
But in this particular situation, they're not staying with you. Okay, they're not, and so we just say that they are around you. We use the verb to be.
Okay. I see.
Okay, next one here. They argue with other person. Okay, so if it's person, then we need to say another. If it's people, then we can say other. So it's other people, okay, or another person.
Okay.
Okay. Next one here. I suppose that we cannot to show our bad mood. Okay. So. When we're using can't or cannot, okay, as a modal, the verb that follows it needs to be in its base form instead of the infinitive. So I suppose that we can't show, okay, instead of can't to show. Now the other thing that I would probably change is that you're giving advice. Okay, so instead of actually using the modal can't or cannot, I would say shouldn't. I suppose that we shouldn't show our bad mood. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and this is because you're giving advice. This is advisory. Okay? And okay, last one. We maybe might have the opportunity. Okay, so one thing here, maybe is not a modal. All right, so you cannot use it after the subject. So it goes at the beginning. So we could say, maybe we might have the opportunity.
Okay, I see.
Okay, we might have. So I can't say, for example, we maybe have, okay, because maybe is not a modal. So maybe goes before the subject. So maybe we might have. That's okay. It's kind of redundant. You don't need to say both of them. Okay? You could say maybe we have the opportunity or we will have the opportunity. Okay? But might does the same thing. And so we can drop maybe altogether and say we might have the opportunity. and that's just fine. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Nice job. Thank you. All right. We probably only have space for one more. Christy, let's have you take on this one here with technology. Okay. So pet peeve. Okay, you guys. A
Okay.
pet peeve is something that annoys you. So something that bothers you. It's another word for it. So, so Christy, what are some new pet peeves you have as a result of technology, like cell phones and stuff like that?
Well, one pet peeve that I have about new technology is mobile phones. Because when I meet a friend, that friend can always use his cell phone. I don't know why, but it happens. They can check their Instagrams and Twitters and so on. And a lot of people overuse cell phones. And
Okay.
maybe you can go to cafe or somewhere place and see people, all of people using mobile phones.
Okay. All right. Very good. 1 second here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look briefly before we are out of time. All right. So in this one here, so when I meet a friend. Okay. So if this is a friend, it means that you have already met the person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You meet someone for the first time, but you can meet up. Okay. So it's
Okay.
phrasal verb. Meet up with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with a friend. Okay. Next one here. That friend can always use his phone. Okay.
Always uses, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we don't need can.
Okay.
Okay. That friend always uses his cell phone. Okay. Okay. Good. Or you can also say is always using. Okay. If something is annoying, you can use the progressive. Okay, and say that friend is always using his cell phone when we meet up. Okay, and that works as well. Next one, he can use Twitters or Instagrams. Okay, so there wouldn't be a need to pluralize Twitter or Instagram. Okay, so just leave it in the singular because we're talking about the program itself. Okay, so instead of saying can here as well, you say he uses Twitter or Instagram. Okay. Now, the other thing here, if you're speaking about a particular friend, and we know the sex of the friend, then yes, you could say he. Okay. But if you're talking about friends in general, then you would need to say they.
They. Okay.
Okay. The reason why is because in English we don't have a neutral word, and so we have to say they, even though you're talking about one person. I know it's crazy, but that's what we do. Okay, so they use. You can say girlfriend. Okay, yes. So you could say my girlfriend uses this or something like that. But yeah, depending on what you're referring to. If it's your actual girlfriend, okay, like in a romantic way, okay, then clarify that versus the other, like my friend who is a girl. Okay.
I mean, like, if I say like my girlfriend, I mean like their friend who's a girl. Like, will people like confuse like if it's like in a romantic relationship or just a friend?
Because we don't have another word for it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, in for example, in Spanish, they have two words for it. They have amiga and then novia, right? And so you can clearly tell who you're talking about. In English, I like if I'm talking to my wife and I said, yeah, I met up with my girlfriend the other day. She's like, you what? Okay, it'll start to get crazy. Okay, because we don't have a word for it, and girlfriend just means girlfriend. Okay, in a romantic way, and so you have to clarify it. I met up with a friend of mine. Her name is Christina, and Okay, now she knows it's a friend and it wasn't a girlfriend. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you can get into well, us guys can get into trouble. Okay. In other cases, if you're talking to a guy and he says you met up with your girlfriend, he might go, "Oh, really? Your girlfriend?" You know, and he might be interested.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks
Next
for
one here.
explaining.
Yeah, no problem. Last one, and then we got to roll. So you can see all of people using mobile phones. So instead of saying you can see, okay, you see. So yeah, you liked can this time around. So you see, and then we're going to say instead of all of people, we say everyone. Okay, you see everyone using mobile phones. Okay. Using mobile phones. Okay? All right, you guys. Well, thank you very much for coming in. I always try and get around at least 2 times. It's challenging at times, but I hope you learned from what other people were saying, because we all tend to make the same type of mistakes. Okay? Very good. I have a reading class next. If you're going to it, I'll see you there. Okay? See you guys. Bye.
Teacher.